welcome to another edition of Hodhod News Magazine.
I'm Syed Fakhruddin Borghei.
And I'm Alireza. Stay with us up to the end of today's program.
U-Sound application provides sound solution for the hearing impaired.
Why should we make children take more exercise?
The effects of taking a short nap.
Excessive internet use linked to depression.
And couch potato toddlers are at risk of future bullying. According to the World Health Organization, about 360 million people worldwide suffer from hearing loss, and the people in the poor countries cannot buy the hearing aids.
A group of engineering students in Argentina have developed a hearing tool that operates through a smartphone application called U-Sound. The system captures the ambient sounds and then adjusts the frequencies and adapts them to the users having hearing difficulties or capabilities.
The users load their auditory test results measured by a professional into the smartphone, and the app then optimizes the sound and tailors it to the patient's needs. With this device, those who suffer hearing impaired can clearly benefit from this application at a price far lower than any hearing aids.
According to the experts, it can be annoying if your kids spend all day inside playing computer games and they may be doing themselves long-term harm.
The British Heart Foundation warned several years ago that only 1 in 8 kids was getting the recommended 60 minutes of exercise a day. But more recent research suggests that if your child gets into the habit of exercising, they may have lifelong benefit from doing significantly less.
The result from experiences shows that people at the age of 50 do better at mental tests, such as recalling 10 words immediately after they have been said, if they had exercised regularly since childhood. Exercising should protect the brain from injury in much the same way as it protects the heart from heart disease.
When you are yawning, you are bored and likely to feel frustrated and a bit miserable. Thank goodness there is a cure that's called midday nap.
A small study of 40 volunteers aged between 18 to 50 who had all had the same average amount of sleep found that those who had an average afternoon nap spent longer on an impossible task without getting frustrated than those who didn't nap. Napping not only reduces tiredness, but the impulsive decision-making and short-temperedness that goes along with it.
Naps commonly last between 30 and 90 minutes, and it's estimated that regular naps are taken by between a third to two-thirds of people worldwide. Studies show naps are more effective than caffeine in increasing alertness and improving verbal memory. Even a brief nap of 7 to 10 minutes can have immediate benefits lasting up to 3 hours.
British psychologists have found evidence of a link between excessive internet use and depression.
University researchers said a small proportion of internet users were classed as internet addicts, and that people in this group were more likely to be depressed than non-addicted users. The report by the university's Institute of Psychological Sciences said 18 of people who completed the questionnaire, who are 1.4% of the total, were internet addicts.
The article's lead author, Dr. Katrina Morrison, said, "What is clear is that for a small subset of people, excessive use of the internet could be a warning signal for depressive tendencies." They also discovered that addicts spend proportionately more time browsing online gaming sites and online communities.
According to the results of a new study, the amount of time that toddlers spend in front of the TV influences the risk of being bullied.
The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that children aged 2 and above should watch television for no more time than 1 or 2 hours per day. But in most countries, normally children spend an average of 7 hours a day using entertainment media, including televisions, computers, and other electronic devices. Scientists state that excessive media use can lead to attention problems, obesity, and difficulties in school.
Dr. Linda Pagani, University professor in Montreal, says that there are a number of developmental deficits associated with early television exposure which may make children more vulnerable to bullying when they go to school. These deficits are linked with brain functions, emotional regulation, and positive social contact. In this part, let's take a look at the pictures. Picture number 1. Colombian Air Force pilots perform aerobatics during the Air Festival in Rio Negro. Picture number 2 is the most popular Instagram picture. A new close-up image of planet Pluto. And the next one is an aerial view shows boats moored in the old port of the city of Marseille, France. Tourists standing near the seashore are hit by a huge wave in Shandong province, China. Court workers dry the court in a stadium. And the last one is a real hockey in the Canadian Rocky Mountain, Alberta. Welcome to this part of technology. In this part, we will talk about drones and the electric plane at the Paris Air Show.
There are over 2,000 exhibitors displaying the latest technologies in the aeronautics section of the Paris Air Show. Among them are the drones which make aerial views available to almost anybody. Just a few years ago, we depended on helicopters.
At the French company Parrot's stand, flying drones performed acrobatics to loud electronic music. The company, which prides itself on being the first to launch consumer drones worldwide, says the reason for the attraction is simple.
Henry Sadux, Parrot drone manufacturer manager, explained, "The drone allows you to make fantastic images and very easily. You can fly over the mountain, you can fly over the building, and you can make very incredible images with a drone. So this is the reason of the rise of the drones."
Airbus is displaying its E-Fan electric plane, which the company claims has zero carbon dioxide emissions. The engines operate an electric motor that reportedly are able to fly at around 200 kilometers per hour for about 90 minutes.
The cost of the complete recharge of the plane's batteries will be in the region of €2. €2 per hour of flight in comparisons with 30 to 40 euros of fuel for a classical airplane in the same category.
Airbus is currently developing a 2- and 4-seater version of the plane with the aim of releasing the 2-seater pilot training in 2017 as the first electronic plane to meet international certification standards. Thanks for watching this episode of News Magazine.
Till the next program.
Have a nice time.